When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Anton.
Hello and welcome to Touchline Fracas podcast. My name is Lewis and I've got a packed card. And when I say packed, can't even fit on the Zoom chat. So we got Ellis, we've got Elijah, we got Meads, we got Tim, we've got Owen, and we got Anton. How you doing, lads?
Good.
Not doing individual greetings today because we need to get into the nitty-gritty of things, yeah? So I'm so glad that Tim has actually joined us today because he said he was going to come on, yeah? And then he changed his mind as soon as Chelsea scored the second goal, yeah? So, Tim, thank you for joining us today because I just want to address a few things, right? One of the things I want to address, actually, is that I can't remember what one of the games against your relegation victories. You came in a certain group chat and you were talking about Man United to win the title next year is 25-1.
Bro.
I understand private. Allow it, bro.
Do you still think that bet is worth it for next season, Tim?
Man United are bums, fam.
Wait.
They're just bums. I don't even want to talk. I want to say too much, man.
So you came on a podcast and not want to say too much?
United are bums, bro, man. That's all I can say right now. We're bums, fam.
He sounds disconsolate.
Bro, I'm disappointed. I didn't really care.
Did you go into that game? Did you go into that game confident though?
I didn't really care about it, to be honest. But I didn't expect to see what I saw, basically.
Didn't?
I didn't expect.
What did you expect? Tell me what you expected. I want to hear the expectations.
So when I see that lineup, obviously I saw Daniel James and I saw Fred, and already I wasn't happy because they're two bums. But bro, Chelsea aren't that good, and we just made them look super. Like De Gea, I don't blame him for the first goal, but the second goal is atrocious. And I defend this guy day in, day out. Everyone's calling him CTE. Everyone's telling me he's done, blah, blah, blah. And I'm defending him day in, day out. I was just defending him at half time. The guy didn't even give me 10 minutes in the second half. He didn't give me 10 minutes in the second half.
In 2020, how do you actually defend De Gea? What does that even look like?
Do you know what it is, yeah? The guy has been so good for us and saved us so much that I'm just not willing to just drop him by the wayside, if that makes sense. Like everyone's so quick to just
so
cut
quick.
him
It's
off.
been 3 years, mate. What are you talking about?
He ain't been that bad for 3 years.
He's actually been
shit
worse.
for 3 years.
He's been worse than
It's
for more
nearly
years than he's been good for.
2021. He's been shit since 2018.
Bro, he's been bad, bro.
He ain't okay. So we're in 2020 anyway. So that's 2 years. He's been poor for a couple of years. I'll give him one more season next season, and then it's time for him to go, man.
So you need 3 bad years to know that someone's bad.
Bro, he's had 2 bad years.
But you said you'll give him till next season, didn't you?
But how do we know he's going to be this bad? How do we know he's going to be this bad next year? We don't.
Listen,
we do.
But he's going to be this bad next year.
I don't understand.
Bad for 2, man.
You're willing to give a man that has shown you his consistency in terms of form for 2 years. You're willing to give him another year.
Yeah, he needs a 3rd year to prove it.
The guy
sounds like the Lindelof
United. The guy has been saving United since Fergie's gone. So I'm not giving up on him just yet. I just can't do it. I can't do it, man. The guy saved us for way too long. I cannot do it.
Support before you supported United.
Huh?
Luton.
Who did you support before you supported United?
Luton. You mad, man. I've been United through and through, bro.
Yeah, all right, mate. I believe
From day one, I've been United through and through, bro.
I believe you.
Hey, that mask is rising higher and higher to cover up the tears.
Fam, we're there, fam. Listen, I'm not hiding from no one. I'm here. But that was dreadful, bro.
Let's talk a little bit about the game anyway. Elijah, what was your expectations going into the game? Obviously, it was a weakened team.
Yeah.
Did you agree with the team selection and to go with a weakened team, like considering your priorities are probably top four.
Yeah, I mean, we had like a 2-day rest in between. We had a game on Monday as well, so it's understandable why he went with a changed team. But just from the lineup, you knew it wasn't going to be a good game, because we've played this. This is our third time playing this against Chelsea, and I think this is the first time Chelsea have actually matched their formation to us.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw the fact that once they matched it up, and they basically done what Southampton done, where they pressed us all over the pitch. So we were getting no joy playing it out the back, and it was just constant pressure. And when you're playing a weakened team in a different formation against a team which is clearly like follow the same philosophy to get at you, it was never going to be pretty. So I mean, I'm not too disappointed. It was just by the end of the game, just watching us trying to defend actually became quite funny, to be honest, because
I feel like that every game.
That would but this was a special performance from De Gea.
I have to rewatch this game then.
Wow.
Can we talk about
Maguire, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a couple
Anyway,
of
I'm
things.
saving this for Maga. I ain't saying nothing on Maguire. Saying nothing on Maguire.
It's you're taking a
Ellis.
piss, man.
Innit, move out of the way.
You love stretching his hammies after a mistake, innit?
Yeah, man.
Listen, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's funny.
You know what? Yeah, with him, or not with United, it's crazy because in the first 2 games, first 3 games, we lost both times in the league and in the Carabao Cup. But I felt like Chelsea in most of these games generally had had more of the play, created more of the chances, but aside from the 4-0. But I feel like we've had the better of United, but we've just never been able to convert, and we've always been getting punished in transition. That's always killed us. So when I saw us play 3-4-3, I kind of had a feeling that, you know what, I think we'll get joy today, because the 3-4-3 really has served us well against the bigger sides. Played against Tottenham. I think we played it against City.
Arsenal as well.
So we've looked all right with it. So I never really understood why Lampard never matched up Ollie. I think there was an air of arrogance with him as well. I think he felt like he's better than Ollie, like tactically. And that's why he thought, you know what, fuck it. We're going to play 3-4-3 and we're going to play 4-3-3 and see how it goes. But generally, Ollie's just bested him every time, just by the...
You know what the difference is, Ife?
What's that?
Giroud up front.
Yeah, that's facts though. You know what? That's
Ollie
facts.
G, yeah?
You know what? That's facts, yeah? But that's not to say that Ollie is a fucking world-class or world-class hold-up player like you used to say, yeah? What that will say is that Tammy Abraham isn't off the level. It's just clear. Tammy Abraham ain't off the level because when it comes to holding up the ball, battling, fighting and pressing, Tammy hasn't got those qualities, but Giroud really does. Like, Giroud works. He's a worker. And obviously he's got his trademark near post run goal. So yeah, Ollie gives you a presence, like even defensively as well from set pieces. So he gives you a presence for sure, and a point of reference. But yeah, it was a decent performance, I'd say. Decent performance. We didn't really have to get in proper gear to beat these lot today.
When we're talking about, you know, the centre backs of United and Chelsea combined, yeah, who is the worst of the bunch?
I think Maguire. I genuinely think Maguire.
Christensen's the worst of
I don't understand. Like, the thing is, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I think Maguire's the worst. Yeah? Because Maguire is supposedly supposed to be good on the ball. Yeah, he's terrible on the ball. Consistently loose with his passing. Yeah, Maguire's good at attacking set pieces. That's one thing he's very good at. But in terms of like aerial balls in the air, just like from goal kicks and that, I feel like he's a bit of a mess. Like always like losing the ball. I think he turns super slow. He turns literally super slow. I think who turned him? Tammy even turned today to get that chance for Hudson. He's just poor. Positionally, he's poor. Like, he lets his man get across him all the time. I just don't understand. What is he actually good at, really and truly?
With Maguire, what I'll say is that for a mid-table team, he will be decent at just doing all the basic stuff. Like, so he can clear it, headers out the box and stuff like that. He's a very basic defender.
Someone on Discord said he can head the ball really far. Like that's his. Best,
Yeah,
that's his
he's
best
a
quality.
very basic defender. He's decent. He is decent for like a. He's basically decent for.
Paul Merson did tell you all that, and you all acted like my guy's crazy.
Oh no,
That's
he
exactly
was 100%.
exactly
He was
what Merson
100%
said.
correct. He was 100% correct. I said like
Head kick and volley.
You know what he was right about as well.
Centre backs like him in non-league. That's what he is.
Where he said Greece organised their fixtures the day before.
racist thing I've ever heard.
What's funny though, is I remember in the group, when I said that Harry Maguire is a mid-table defender, and then he got his move, that meathead Dems, and I think you as well, Lewis. I think he's chatting shit as well.
Oh, and don't do this because you made this mistake on the Wednesday as well of accusing me, yeah?
So you weren't involved.
Of what?
When Maguire got his move.
Is Maguire really the type of guy that I would defend? I don't think so.
Yeah.
What, because he's white?
You know, you got some similarities.
You're
both white. You both got meatheads.
Nah,
it's all possible.
You admitted yesterday your memory has gone to shit. So let's.
This is why, lads. This is why.
and you're struggling to open the bottle as well. Have you done it? Yeah.
I got a bad hand. I told you we had this discussion, didn't we?
Yeah. I forgot. But yeah, going back to Ife's point, you think Maguire is the worst out of the bunch?
I think so.
Maguire's better than Zuma.
What?
Extension's the worst out of the bunch, man. Extension's the worst out of the bunch.
Better than Zuma? What?
Maguire's better than Zuma.
I don't think so.
Zuma plays football like he just learned to walk.
No, I don't think so. And Maguire, that's Maguire, bro.
Maguire. At least Maguire's got some coordination. Zuma is half a millisecond away from falling over.
Zuma takes 1 ups to run.
Zuma has Zuma focus, yeah. Zuma has Zuma focus, yeah. But Maguire legitimately is processing everything he does and still gets it wrong every single time.
Zuma's running steps.
Zuma's got that diag, bro. Zuma's got that. His pass is decent. Zuma's pass is actually.
So is Maguire.
Let's not lie here, man.
Maguire's definitely the worst, bro.
Wait.
Maguire's the worst.
Anton, who are you having as the best?
As the best?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah.
Go on, take a drink and then.
It's like asking me to choose which disease I want to die from. I don't know. The best, I'll probably say Bailly and then Rudiger, maybe.
Don't do this to me, bro. What?
Who's better than Bailly?
I can't believe, bro. I can't.
Hey, look, brother. Look. We're in the middle of a BLM movement, yeah? So, with Bailly and Rudiger, yeah?
On that note, Owen, who do you think is the best?
Christensen, Lindelof, and Maguire.
Christensen. Zuma, in fact. Thank you.
Zuma would just make me bare nervous though. If he
him.
played for my team, I'll just be.
Zuma on the ball, yeah. Zuma on the ball under pressure is fucking scary, bro.
Yeah,
scary. That being said, defense. I think he's quite solid defensively. He's that sturdy. But Harry Maguire makes me scared. Like watching him for United, I think, what the fuck's going on here?
He must have been turned the most out of every centre back in the Premier League this season. Whenever he gets too tight, like he gets rolled every time. It makes no sense. It's crazy. But yeah, he's a mess. £80 million is an absolute travesty. That's one of the worst signings ever, bro. That is legit. Like alongside Kepa, that's one of the worst signings ever. And he gets no criticism. And he also gets away with so many mistakes. Because he's England captain, because he's United captain, he doesn't get penalised for shit. So he makes hella fouls, he won't get a card. He makes hella mistakes, he won't get criticised. He's fucking, it's embarrassing. To me, he's got to be the worst signing of the season.
Yeah,
him or Joe Linton.
James.
Yeah. Worst signing. Daniel James like 12 million or something.
Daniel James, he makes me sick, man.
Allow it, bro. Allow it.
Hey, man. Hey, nah.
Bro, a man who spent 85.
Hey,
was it 85? Was it 85? We missed out the 5, are we?
85 million. Do you know what Maguire, yeah? Like,
oh my God.
Like, the really surprising thing about Maguire is that I rate him less now than I did then. Like it's scary how much worse he looks just at a decent club. And yeah, he's just. But the fact of the matter is, we're gonna have to deal with it because he's English. He's our captain now, and there's absolutely no way he's getting bounced out the team. So we're gonna have to build around that. So it's like,
You love to see it.
That's
You're gonna
scary.
need a proper super athletic defender to cover him all the time.
Bailly, man.
Bailly's that guy, but he's just
No,
never
but
fit.
Bayern ain't been the same since he got killed by Ben Yedder.
Oh, Bailly's not that guy, man. Bailly's not that guy, bro.
yeah.
We need.
What happened
four
with him
new
anyway? He went off
defenders.
injured today, yeah?
He
He's,
went into
concussion.
King's head. Yeah.
Yeah. Guess whose fault it was? Guess whose
Yeah,
fault it was?
Maguire.
It was actually Maguire's fault as well. There was
Maguire's
no need for him to be there.
He didn't need to be there. Like, just talk to
He
him.
didn't need to be there.
I
It was-
was
it was-
saying,
Such a bum. Oh
his
my
head is so
days.
fat, fam.
But
I
like,
understand.
I hate him so much.
You see that one there? That what's confusing is Maguire has gone for the ball like for a long way, so he's seen it and he's come from
Yeah.
centre,
You know what I mean?
and he's literally seeing Bailly probably handling it, and he's gone right over to him and then pammed him. I don't understand. That made no sense. Like he's so dumb. Like every time he does something stupid, it's crazy.
Yeah, go on, Elijah, go on.
but also we have to mention Lindelof as well because that first goal, like
That's on him.
that is Giroud all over. Like that's what he's been doing since he came to the Prem. He's been doing this for 8 years now, and to allow him to get front post and flick it, and then even for the second goal, both Maguire and Lindelof. I mean, of course, like De Gea has to save it, but just to give him the room to shoot, it's just at least engage, just put him under a bit of pressure. But I mean, yeah, the whole back line, like Wan-Bissaka today was horrible. Williams today was horrible.
Can we
Fred-
have a little word about that Wan-Bissaka you?
Yeah, I'm interested in that as well.
What do you want to say about Wan-Bissaka? What do you want to say about him?
There's a lot to say. There's a lot to say because
I hope you're willing to speak about Reece James in as
I
much
will.
detail.
Because we'll talk about.
Let's be having you.
We'll talk about
Come then.
Reece James' performance today. We'll talk about his performance today. But in terms of
Yeah,
fucking Aaron
listen.
Wan-Bissaka, horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible on the ball.
Today or
Defensively,
generally, he's not horrible on the ball at all. No,
We're
he's
talking
not.
about today.
Oh, I
today
didn't
was
watch today. I didn't watch today.
You don't think in general he's horrible on the ball?
No, I think we've been
No, he's
spoiled by having fantastically technical players at fullback in the modern game. So now when we have a fullback that is a regular fullback, we lose our minds.
But whenever he tries a one-star skill move, it goes off the pitch.
No, it doesn't. He beats players. He beats players all the time. He beats players all the time.
So I
It's
was
just become a
saying that-
running joke to make jokes. But the reality is, he's got the right level of technical ability for a right back. That's why he plays there. It's
In the
just that
modern game,
you've got certain right backs in the game now that are really special talents, and they're at right back.
Yeah.
Like the Marcelos, the Trents, the Alvarezes, the Lams, the Kimmiches. That's not normal. It's
It
not
is normal for top clubs now, though.
The thing
Is it? How many top clubs have them guys?
No, the
Yeah,
thing
but
with
even if you look at someone like
Wan-Bissaka-
Leicester, look, they've got Ricardo Pereira. Like it's
No, but
And who
the
else?
thing is, it's because again, United spent £50 million on Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So when you're spending that much money on him, he needs to be a specialist, and he's a specialist defender. So again, you need to start looking at a player. In my opinion, you need to start looking at a player for what they are, rather than what you think they should
Do you
be.
not? Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think-
think Wan-Bissaka
And
is
Aaron
just like
Wan-Bissaka, and
That's
Aaron
what I
Wan-Bissaka. No, but the
Sanya.
thing is, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, in my
I think
opinion,
he's the exact same. I think he's just Sanya.
I think
I think he's a bit
there's nothing wrong.
tidier technically and less physically imposing. But other than that, him and Sanya are basically the same player.
yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with
I've
that.
actually said that
wrong.
before. I said
Aaron
United paid
Wan-Bissaka-
50 mil for Sanya.
One
There's
second.
nothing wrong with that, though.
I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka,
50 mil.
when it comes to beating his man, he beats his man often. I think he does when he does it, but he doesn't do it often enough.
How much did City pay for Cancelo?
Like
60
40, I think.
No, it was 60.
30 plus.
Nah, 50. It was 50.
Yeah.
Well, we get bare different answers here. So
You know what
let
I
me
mean? I
use
swear it
my
was like
trusted
40.
friend.
No, because they included Danilo in that deal. Didn't they?
Yeah,
And how much was he? And he's
Yeah, it was
jacked.
like
Yeah,
30, it was
that
40.
Danilo
He was
is shocking.
he was
Oh,
like
58.5 million.
I knew it. knew it was 60 mil, bro.
Jesus.
There you go. Look, City just spent 60 mil on him. I swear to God, if that guy walked past me in the street, I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, I've just Googled him. That's the first time I've ever seen his face.
Funniest
Yeah,
thing is,
I
bro.
don't know who he is.
I don't know who he
That
is.
fella there,
He
that
don't
Owen
play.
guy, that could be Cancelo for all I know. I don't know.
That's because he doesn't play. He doesn't play. That's because he don't play, though. That's the thing. He don't play. He don't play good
58
enough.
mil, and you don't play.
Nah, but if we're looking at Wan-Bissaka, then like we need like me said, if you're paying 50 mil for a right back, then he needs to specialize in something. And what he does specialize in is defending.
Do you think
not-
you have to be a specialist at 50 mil in this market, though?
At right
Yes.
back.
for a right back? I think so.
Yes.
For right back, yeah.
Thing is,
He's got to be like top 5 most expensive fullbacks.
Yeah,
no?
probably. But in the modern game, because all the best teams actually have attacking fullbacks on both sides, it looks terrible when we've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who actually does beat his man often. His problem is his delivery is poor. He can't cross the ball. His dribbling looks funny. He looks like he's doing a spinneroonie, bruv, every time he tries to go past someone.
I think people are so harsh on that kid. I think he's a brilliant fullback. I think he provides the security and he's comfortable enough. I don't get it. I feel like it's banter for the sake of banter where it comes to him. I'll be real. Like I proper don't see what the problem is.
The problem is everyone wants a fullback that can attack now.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Everyone wants a fullback that can attack.
Is Wan-Bissaka technically worse than Hector Bellerin?
No, but I don't think Hector Bellerin's of the level either. So
No, but what I'm saying is,
but
that's because but Bellerin's been getting away with it for years, and do you know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. I don't
He's
really
a criminal.
understand all the critique about Wan-Bissaka.
But
I
I
don't
think-
get it.
But I think with Bellerin, he probably it looks a bit
Is
better.
Wan-Bissaka worse technically than Nathaniel Klein was?
No, exactly. They're the same player.
Again,
Exactly,
so
they're the same
what's-
player.
it does.
No,
I think Wan-Bissaka looks a bit wild, doesn't it?
defensively.
Yeah, it looks wild.
Wan-Bissaka's a lot better
About
defensively.
7-8 years ago, didn't he?
Mm.
Klein, how much did Liverpool pay for him? 20 mil? 7 years ago? 8 years ago?
12.
Was it 12?
Yeah,
But
12.
relative to them figures of 50 mil, I know there's a bit of a gap, but it's in the same ballpark, that figure then to now.
Yeah,
So it's massively overstated, man. People are just getting onto him to say something. It's
Yeah,
dead, really and truthfully.
I think that's a
They
good
can't
comparison.
say anything. They
I
can't
think
say
that's a good
anything
comparison
defensively
because,
about him. So
No, because,
Yeah.
So they have to
Klein was
find
very poor.
something.
Yeah, Klein was very
Like,
poor.
let me
That's
ask you
basically
though.
it.
Let me ask you. Do you think a United could win a title with Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Yeah,
could.
if the right winger is of a certain quality, then yes.
No, it doesn't even matter.
I hate that kind of question because look at what happened at fucking Chelsea. Look what's happened at Liverpool when it comes to their limited midfielders. Look what happened. We won the title with Alonso, who's fucking dog, and Victor Moses at right wing back. Come on, man. It's all about tactical now, and the question should be about can United win the title with Oli? That's the question, not about fucking Wan-Bissaka.
Because I think we give him far too much to do. Because you saw today he had James outside of him, and if he has James outside of him, he's not going to provide anything.
Myth.
So it's
Who's better technically, James or Wan-Bissaka?
James.
That's a mad question, you know.
How can I say James?
James is
That's
dead.
actually a mad
What? What?
That's a mad question, you know.
Wait, what? Nah, Reece James ain't dead.
Someone on Twitter said they might as well sign Usain Bolt because all James does is sprint.
James is
Dan
horrendous.
James is a fucking horrible technical player.
He's
Terrible.
poor.
Poor player.
Oh, Dan, I thought you were talking about Reece James.
No. Dan James.
Oh, my bad. I've missed the joke
Oh
completely.
yeah, obviously Reece James. Reece James is a technician.
No, I thought we were comparing right backs, didn't it? I didn't think you were gonna. Maybe Dan James should be a right back, to be honest.
He should.
Yeah.
He should. He should.
Bellerin,
Back to Swansea,
Bellerin
he's right back there, bruv.
he's
fucking
Bellerin
shit.
as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
He's shit, man. He's shit.
White and fast.
Yeah. Meads, just to wrap things up, obviously, it'll be FA Cup final now, so you have Arsenal in the final. How are you feeling about that? Do you think do you think that's a winnable game for you guys?
It's winnable, but I'm not really bothered how the game goes, really.
You're not too bothered.
Nah, like as long as
You're a
we get to-
liar, bruv. It's a cup final and you're telling me
Ultimately-
that you don't care. Stop
Yeah,
it,
it'd
bruv.
be great. No, for me, honestly, it'd be great. The fact that Lampard's got to a final in his first season is great, period. This is his first season at top flight management. that for me. That's a great achievement.
So you don't care if
Now,
you
in
win or
terms of
lose
winning
against
it,
Arsenal.
if we win it, it's fantastic for him personally. Me, I'm not really too bothered. It's a cup.
I'm not having that.
Don't get me wrong.
Cup
If it's a
final,
cup,
the league's going to be
great.
done. Top
But
four's
really-
basically wrapped up for you, man. You don't want to win the FA Cup.
No, that ain't how
So hold on,
it
it took Frank
not
a whole
trying-
year at Top Flight Management to reach a final.
And you don't want to win
6
it.
months.
You don't care if you win it or not.
No,
Yeah,
less than 6
I'm-
months. Less than 6 months.
I don't care. I don't care.
Three of the months he weren't managing.
Bad man, and he had COVID.
And a
What a
shitter
man.
team. And
What a
Kolasinac.
man!
I
What a
don't
man!
mind. I don't mind. The thing is, I don't mind, innit? If we don't win it, it's cool. Really and truly, it's fine. Because for me, past my expectations of what I wanted from him, he's done everything I really wanted. So
I feel
It's
like
cool.
you think Arteta is going to outdo him in the final.
Yep.
So what you're doing is you're selling
Yeah,
stocks
yeah,
just in
exactly,
case that happens.
exactly.
And
Safety.
you'll be like, oh, I didn't care.
not
Do you
at
know what
all.
it is, Lou? You know when them
Not at
rappers
all.
have them videos and they have that stupid little message before, this is fictional. Blah.
The funniest thing is,
dropping that disclaimer, so when they
That's
lose,
how
you
it
say,
tastes.
oh,
no. But here's the thing. You man, like even before this game, even before we even played today, you've asked me before about how I feel about the FA Cup and what I feel about it for this season. I'm not really too bothered. It'd be great if
No
we won
one
it.
cares about the FA Cup until you get to the
That's
semi-final.
it.
Once you're in the semi-final, you care.
Yeah, but generally, I'm not really fussed about it. I'm genuinely not really fussed. If we win-
Brother.
Yeah. I know.
If
I
You'll be
Arteta
chatting
pumps you in the
all
final.
week if you win in the
This is the
final.
funny
You'll be
thing.
chatting.
Huh?
If
If
you
we-
win
no,
the final, you'll be doing a lot of talking.
Look, listen. If we win,
You're not fooling no one. We know you. You're not fooling no one.
losing Arsenal. That's it. It's not about anything though. For me, what I'm saying personally, yeah, Frank has exceeded my expectations in general. Oh, look at this Unomika, this ugly youth, bro.
I'm talking about my boy like that.
Man's wearing green denim, taking a leaf out of Mariah's book.
You look bewildered, mate. You turned your phone on.
Why are you squinting like this? I know.
Like the ring light's a bit bright and that, you get me?
Hey, what a bum.
Disu, we were just talking about Mead saying he doesn't care if he loses the FA Cup final to Arteta.
But I don't know Meads, and he likes to gas a lot. I don't think he does care. Obviously, if they win, he will do the most. But if they lose, he won't really care that much.
Then he's frauding. What is that?
Yeah, but that's Meads, bro. Like you take the good and the bad. You get me? Take the good and the bad. But yeah, I think you know what do them. Also beat them.
Obviously, we got Arteta at the wheel.
Fuck off, Anton, man. Fuck off. I ain't having shit.
I give that girl to Anton. He's been saying that all day.
Chelsea are playing Arsenal.
Literally 3 days ago. Too much in him, you know.
I can't see that always.
I watched it 2 days ago. I couldn't believe it. Hey, this Anton and Seb, yeah, they're virus.
Shameless. Horrible.
Hey, Ewa. Look, this is what I said. Yeah, I said I saw no reason to be optimistic, and
Now you got a
then
reason.
he came out and said, "Look, man, you're in the group with me, so you saw what I'm saying." He came out and he said, "I'm playing this way to get over the line. It's not my thing, but I'm doing what I have to do. I can live with that. That's all I want to see." I didn't know that. Once he said it, cool. I'll work with you, big man. But before that, what do you want me to do?
Do you believe it?
No, I'm
Do you
not having
believe
it.
it?
I'm not having it.
How can you not have it? That's exactly what I said.
I know it's
No,
exactly what you
I-
said, but it's too cheap. It's too cheap. I'm not having it.
Have y'all spoke about Maguire yet? Because I can't lie.
Oh, we've done about 20 minutes on Maguire.
Hey, this is tomorrow, bro. We saved that for tomorrow, fam.
It's right. Go enjoy your YouTube party or whatever it is you're going to.
Where you going, though, Disu? Why comes man didn't get an invite?
Innit?
Did you invite me when you went out last week?
Brother, we're not girls. We're not doing this tit for tat.
Wait, this has got bare motive. This has got bare motive. You never
You know on my screen, it's just me and you, innit?
And then
It's me and you. I'm just talking straight to you. Where you going? Let me come, man. What, Bridget?
I won't tell your name on the podcast.
Oh, her.
Are we need to discuss football or?
Hey, Lewis, cut this out the pod, yeah? Hey, you got stay safe, yeah? Stay safe.
Does your name begin with E?
Oh, he's gone now.
I'm done now. I'm done.
All right, let's move on to Spurs. Since we've actually got a Spurs fan on the pod. We've got a Spurs fan on the pod. Owen, have you met Owen before? He's been quiet, but he's
All right, I'm off, lad. Don't give a shit about Tottenham. See you later.
Owen of TLF Hotspur. How you doing, Owen?
Very well, very well.
Good win for you guys today, which has obviously put you in quite a strong position to finish in the Europa League and put United in a good position to finish in the Champions League as well. So you've done.
You're welcome, boys.
Everyone here is happy with that result except for me and Anton. So yeah, speak on it.
He's gone. We got back into a 4-3-3 today. We tried the 4-4-2 again against another three at the back team in Newcastle, but it didn't quite work, so he changed it up again. Got the early goal, jammy own goal, and then they just kind of peppered us up until the first half drinks break after that. Like Hugo Lloris said to make a few good saves. There was one in particular from a Jose Perez, which was unbelievable. And
left foot shot, I think it was.
It came to him in the box. And it was a half volley. I can't remember if it was right or left.
Yeah,
but it was to Lloris's left, right in the corner.
Yeah.
Great performance from him. And since the restart, he's been immense as well, to be fair. Overall, we've been better recently at like stopping teams arriving at our box, but Leicester managed to get like quite a lot of chances over and over again. So we managed to just block them out for a bit quite luckily and just score in the counter-attack like Kane in this Firmino role. Shows you can actually score well in a Firmino role. And
see, Ellis, that's what a real striker does.
That's how you do it properly.
Mate, like his ball for the first goal for Son as well was ridiculous. And then obviously both of his finishes, especially his second goal, which kind of came off nothing. It came off like a poor pass at counter-attack. Like we were 3-on-3 and it was the last attack of the first half.
Yeah.
He just picked up a poor ball.
I think it was a poor pass from Lucas Moura. I think he got 2 assists today, but that pass was terrible.
Owen,
terrible.
Let me ask you about Harry Kane, because to be honest, I don't really care much about you lot winning today, innit? So I just want to kind of get into topical stuff, yeah? So
that's fair.
Right, let's talk a little bit about Hazard.
It doesn't sound like you care.
No, I don't care. I don't give a shit. But what is your stance on Harry Kane's demise, decline, however you want to put it? Is he finished? Is he not?
No. Was there anyone in here saying he was finished? I can't.
Well,
I can't
Tim, apparently
my ears when I see it.
Apparently, you said that people have been saying Harry Kane's finished. Is that right?
Bare people have been saying Harry Kane's finished.
Right.
What, you think Kane's the same Kane of 3 years ago?
I don't think
he's not. He doesn't have to be the same Kane of 3 years ago. He's not finished.
Why doesn't he?
Because he's always going to score goals.
No, Ericsson.
You can't call Kane finished when he's got 23 goals this season in 34 games? 35 games? That's not
so hold on, let me ask you something. If there was a season where Harry Kane missed about 4 minutes of Premier League football, yeah?
Right.
And I think that's literally all he missed. And then as time goes on, he can only play in, say, 3/4 of the games, and he scores in less games than he did before. Why is it to say that he's on a decline? Why is that a bad shout? You can literally see that. You can literally see the decline by the lack of time.
There's a difference between a decline. There's a difference between a decline and finished. People are saying Harry Kane's finished. A man was telling me today Danny Ings is better than Harry Kane.
Yeah, that's obviously
a man was telling me Danny Ings is better than Harry Kane.
That's obviously ludicrous. But the fact remains,
it's okay to say he's on a decline, and it's okay to say he's lost a yard of pace or whatever.
He's 25.
He's not as explosive anymore.
He's not 25. Harry Kane's 25.
He's not 25.
Harry Kane's
27. He's 27.
26. Or 27?
He's turning 27 in a matter of a week or so.
I think
it's
26. All right, so he's 26.
He's 27 next week. He's 27 next week.
Well, now we're in this week, right?
Yeah, he's 26 until he's 27.
He's closer to 27.
Yeah, he's closer to 27, but he's still 26. Owen. Where do you rate Harry Kane right now? I'm not talking about last season, the season before that. I'm talking right now. Where does Harry Kane rate for you in Premier League top strikers?
He's still elite.
But I need a number.
Well, you know what?
Top 3 if he ain't top 2.
Lewis is not.
So you think he's the best? Would you take 150 million for Kane?
Who's better?
Aubameyang.
I knew it. Lewis set that up.
You are
bro.
shameless.
Do you know why?
Should we compare their records since Aubameyang's been here? I'm happy to do it.
Oh, don't do
I'm
this.
happy to do
So
it.
yeah, Owen, you don't want to get into that, Owen. You don't want to
We
get
can
into
do it if you want.
Let me turn the lights
happy.
on.
because
This is Ebony and Ivory part
I
two.
already
This
know
is
the numbers.
Right, and Merson B.
You got the numbers in your
I
notes.
already know the numbers. I already know the numbers. So it's up to you. We can go down that path if you want.
No, I think what people base is like decline on are people like who think he's physically declining. Where I think it's more his role in the team that's changed. He's doing more running. He's dropping deeper to help out the team since Eriksen's left. And he's just not getting in goal scoring positions as much. Like he only had 3 touches in the opposition box today. He could have
That's
arguably
Jose
got
for
a
you, though,
couple
isn't it?
assists.
That's Jose though. That's what Jose wants from a striker.
He was doing it under Potter as well, though.
Right, so it's not necessarily just a physical decline, which I think is quite evident, but it's also his function and role in the team. So I feel like Jose obviously isn't getting him into a position where he could be more threatening in the opponent's box. But like
Can I just say something? Yeah? Can I just say something? Obviously, I never played anywhere near the level of Harry Kane, yeah? I'm not saying that. But what I know is, as a striker, you see when you start to lose a certain physical edge, you start to play a little bit differently. So there's a lot of hustle and bustle that goes on when you're playing right up against centre-backs, yeah? It's harder physically. You have to be sharper. Harry Kane taking on this more withdrawn role where he's kind of removed from the play. Generally, you do that because you can't really deal with the physical that goes with being right up against it. You don't have the sharpness to react to things right up at the top of the game. So we can all make all the excuses because Eriksen's not there, because that's the way Jose wants. He was doing it when Eriksen was there. He was doing it when Poch was there. There's something. Harry Kane has made a conscious choice to play a bit differently. What the reasons are for that, I don't know. But I don't believe that any striker of his level will one day decide, you know what, as many as I score, I wish I could create a few more for somebody else. It doesn't make any sense. That's not his nature.
He's hungry for goals as well. The thing with Kane as well, his mentality. I mean, he swore on his daughter's life about scoring goals.
That word is, and I respect him in the way I would do the same.
He would never do that now.
Chill up.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. He cares about goals. It's not about this.
Harry Kane looks tired every game from the 5th minute. You know, he's a cop. Not as bad as Ndombele, but it's not much. But he looks knackered.
Bro. Even when he scored today, he collapsed. I was like, oh.
I think maybe it's the guilt from costing England in the World Cup.
I think so.
Maybe that's weighing him down.
Because
costing his country.
Owen, let me press you for an answer one more time, all right?
You fucking disgrace, bro.
All round, he's a better striker than Aubameyang. You can read that.
He's a better footballer than Aubameyang.
I'm sure you've got it already.
Without a shadow of a doubt,
say it with your chest, man. Why are you scared to say he's better than Aubameyang, bro?
Because Aubameyang is a master skeng, man. Did you see him
better than
yesterday?
that guy, man. Get this guy out of here, bro.
Do you know how much better you lot would be with Aubameyang up front?
These man is doing Hey, Lou. Let me say one. First Frenchman to score 17 goals since. Let me say one thing. Who cares about scoring 17 goals?
17, you know. Aubameyang's done it every season he come here.
I'm going to say that.
Aubameyang was born in France.
I'm going to give him
Aubameyang was born in France. And he's got what is last year.
Aubameyang, has answered every question that was asked of him when he got here. Yeah,
every single one.
Every single one. So in regards to running behind, if he has to score against a low block, he does it comfy. Whether he's able to score against top teams, he does it comfy. Whether he's
comfy.
Get 20 goals,
comfy, fam, comfy. He's clapped that you on there as well. Relax over there, big man. Yeah, he's clapped that you on there as well.
I was saying that. And I'm saying he answered every question, so I can't say shit.
In the worst Arsenal side since when? Exactly.
And he's doing it in a team who are fucking horrible and barely create shit. So I can't label anything against Aubameyang. He does his thing. Period.
That's my guy there.
Only this season he's been able to answer the critics about scoring against the bigger sides. But again, I think that's probably because this season, since Emery's gone, he's been able to do that because he's been playing, I guess, slightly better because Emery is not as bad.
He scored against United under Emery. He scored a fair few against Spurs under Emery.
At Old Trafford, that was against
Emery. When we all stood still
Oh, sorry.
Who
Should
told
he
you?
wait for you to wake up?
Who told
Brother, I'm
Twanzebe
just
to pass him the ball?
saying,
What's he supposed to do? Oh, sorry, they're not ready. Get out of here, mate.
brother, the liner put his flag up and we stopped.
It was. I mean, no one should have stopped because it was the
Way
worst
onside. Yeah,
offside
no, he was
decision of
way
all
onside.
time.
Yes, he was way onside. However, Lionel's put
Nobody
his flag
stopped.
up,
Nobody
bro.
stopped.
Who
I
told
watched-
them to stop?
Bro, we
In
stopped.
under
I
9, you
saw it
talk,
the other
play to the
day,
whistle.
bro.
Whose
Hey,
fault is
hold
that?
on.
So
What
the
we're not
flag
gonna
is
do?
essentially a whistle.
Hey,
Come on,
nah,
man.
what we're not gonna do?
Let's put the flag up. What do you want us to do?
We're not
Carry
gonna
on.
discount that goal because he's done it against bare other teams. Who cares, bro? Fuck
Bro,
it. Let's get rid of
He
it,
scored
man.
2 against City yesterday. He scored
Yeah,
2
he
against
did.
City
Yeah, he
yesterday. He
did.
scored against
Yeah, he did.
United. Has he scored
Yeah.
against Liverpool this season?
Nah, yeah.
Has he scored against Chelsea this season?
Yes.
Has he
No,
scored
he hasn't.
against Spurs this season?
Yes.
Wait,
Not
he
this
has it.
season, but he has.
He ain't scored against Spurs this season. Has he scored against Leicester this season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I can't remember. I've
I
got
don't-
just.
bro,
I've
I
got a
don't
shit
know, I'm
memory as
asking
well.
The fact
you.
is,
But
all
man
the
are telling
teams
me
you've
big
mentioned,
games, he
apart from
scored one
Liverpool,
against
he
United.
scored against. That's it. It doesn't matter if
He
you like
scored
it or
one
not.
against United this season. He scored.
He scored against Chelsea.
He
He
scored 2
scored
against
2
City
against
in 3
City.
games, and he scored nothing against no one else.
He's got against
Yeah,
everyone
no one
except.
else.
He's got against
Big
everyone
game
except
hype.
Liverpool.
Bro, get Aubameyang out of here, man. Kane's way better than him, bro.
Nah, come on.
Who's better than him?
Listen, Kane.
So why does
And
he
I'm
score
having
less than him
Martial
every
over
year?
him as well.
Why does he score less than him every year in a better team?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
He's
can't have
injured
that.
more often.
I can't
So
have
whose
that.
fault is that? Should
Kane-
Aubameyang go and wait for
And
him?
Aubameyang playing left wing as well, bro.
I'll give him
Oh,
that.
here we go.
Can't
What
bring
do you
no
mean, here
chat
we
to him.
go?
Can't bring no chat to him. We got man
Kane-
going mad because Martial scoring hat tricks in an empty stadium. Behave yourself.
I do think,
That's
yeah,
too funny.
I do think though, if Aubameyang played up top, I think I wouldn't say you struggle, but I think he's better off playing off the left for now. Because you haven't got any other wide player that can really create for him.
I agree, but I think when if we improve like our technical security going
We will
forward,
improve. We've got Arteta at the wheel.
I admire your faith
Copy
and
and
your enthusiasm, man. I
Really
really
down
do.
that here, man.
I really do. You and those
Hey,
fucking
see
gooners,
me?
man, you're all the
Get
same.
him out of
together.
here, fam.
There's no middle ground. It's all or nothing.
I get
It's all or
it.
nothing.
So
But I think
Man.
when we improve that part of our game, I think you can put Aubameyang up front because then he could just go back to doing what he did at Dortmund, just be a box striker, and he's just going to score so many goals if we get that part right. Because
Do you not think?
we're an Arsenal team that doesn't play to Aubameyang's strengths in any way, shape, or form, and he's still clapping out goals.
Do you not think
Tell
you should
him,
cash in
Lou.
on him?
Tell him.
Do you not think you should cash in on him?
Nah.
No.
He's
We're
got
not
a
going
year left on his
to get
contract.
much for him, and he's going to score us another 25 goals next season. So what's the
Yeah,
point?
I remember.
Contract. How old is he? He's going to be 32, right?
I can't see him slowing
Yeah.
I
down.
was listening to
He's gonna
Touchy
be
Gooners a
32.
couple months back. I was listening to Touchy Gooners a couple of months back, yeah. I think it was before quarantine. We were at February. And I think it was Sharon was saying, we need to get rid of Laka to help fund the rebuild. I mean, not Laka, I mean Aubameyang.
Yeah,
help
and I was
fund the
against
rebuild.
that, right?
I think you were, I don't know, I think you were.
No,
against
I was
it.
against it. I've always been on keeping
I
Alba.
don't understand that one.
But
though.
I don't think it's a bad. I don't think that it's a bad shout.
It's not
bro.
a bad
It's
shout.
a terrible
but he's-
shout because
It's
you can't
terrible
replace his
'cause how do you-
goals.
How do you find a quality player like that?
don't.
How
That's
do
the
you-
problem.
You
You don't.
can't. You can't, bro.
So
The
you're
amount
going
of
to
players you
you're
have
going
to
to get
go
him for a
through.
year.
Unless
You're gonna
you
get,
get
so
Cavani.
realistically, in the 1 year that he's got left, let's say he doesn't sign a new contract. What are you going to get from it? What are you going to get from
I
him?
think he is
What's he
gonna
going to
sign
do
a
for your
contract.
team?
The
I think
thing
he-
is, he'll get
But
10 goals.
but listen, you
You're
say
gonna,
that,
so you're
yeah?
going to give him
You
like
say
another
that.
4
No.
years on like 300 plus bags a week.
Yeah, that
And then in
sounds
2 years, you're
fantastic.
going to be like, oh, we can't move him on. Ozil's not
Yeah,
even
that
getting
sounds
on the bench at the
fantastic.
moment.
But listen, we've literally got evidence. We've literally got evidence that we've seen in recent times of having a skengman goal scorer and thinking, you know what? Let's cash in. Yeah, let's cash in and try and replace those goals. And we couldn't replace those goals.
We got Giroud. And like I said,
Giroud and Podolski as replacements for Van Persie. We didn't replace Van Persie till we signed Aubameyang. Manchester
Nah,
United
because
replaced
you had
Van
Sanchez,
Persie
you know?
before we did.
Didn't Sanchez get a 30-goal season for you lot?
I don't think it was
goals for you in the
30.
season.
I don't think it was 30.
Not in all comps. He got 24 in the league, 30 in all comps.
Who?
Yeah,
Alexis, did
like,
he?
so you replaced him before. So you replaced him before Orba. Then, like, what I'm saying.
but
What I'm
that's-
saying.
How many
is,
years after though? When did we sell Van Persie and when did Sanchez
you sold Van
become a
Persie in
striker?
2013, and
2012.
no, 2012. Sorry, and
I think Alexis signed
when did Alexis
2015,
come?
was it?
2014 or
2016
2015?
Yeah,
And when did he
definitely
go
was
up front?
2016.
2016. So
Yeah.
4
so
years.
4 years.
So it took you 4 years.
Where
to
we
play.
are now, do you think we can afford to wait 4 years to replace our goals?
And we're in a worse position now. We can't attract
We
players.
haven't got that luxury.
Listen, better recruitment, fam. Bring your
That's
young
easy
boy.
to
What's his
say.
name?
That's easy
I
to
don't
say.
know whatever his name is.
No,
That's easy to say.
Man.
Let me say this, Timmy. Basically, you need to think about it. You can't replace a player like Aubameyang unless you get someone like Cavani who's going to cost you that 400k a week. What's the point?
And it's not guaranteed to clap out.
It's going to leave Arsenal in a far worse position.
Even if we give Aubameyang,
bro, I'm not looking at right now. I'm thinking long term.
Go on and finish your point.
Even if we give Aubameyang 300k a week, right now for 2 or 3 years, that 20 mil, 25 mil, whatever that contract, we're not replacing him for less than that in that time anyway. Either way, we're going to have to spend that money.
Yeah.
Either way.
And
you'd rather, sorry, Lou, you'd rather spend that on something that's pretty much a guarantee than something that's a gamble. You don't,
of course.
Yeah, but it's not, bro, it's never,
gamble, bro.
And the thing is,
it's never a guarantee. And that what do you call it?
Aubameyang is a guarantee, though. That's the point.
25 mil is 300k a week at 300k a week isn't 25 mil over 3 years. Plus, he's not going to ask for a 3-year contract. He's going to ask for like a 4 or 5 year deal.
No way.
He's not going to get
Why would a 31-year-old ask for a 4 or 5 year deal? You're trying too hard. Stop it.
Williams, bro.
Why would a 31-year-old ask for a 4 or 5 year deal?
He's going to try and
Williams
asking
for 3 years.
What are you talking about?
Bro,
You think any club's giving a 300k a year deal?
Never.
A 300k a week deal to a 31-year-old for 4 or 5 years?
I
You don't
would
believe
never
that,
put
really.
it past
Come on.
Arsenal.
Hey, yeah,
I would never put it past.
I think I agree with Tim. I wouldn't put it past
I would
Arsenal.
never put it past.
Come on, let's be real.
Even Ozil, how old is he?
Even still, Tim, even if it is a 3-year contract with on top of the 1 year, so 4 years, yeah, we know he's gonna. I can put money on it. He's gonna clap out for the next 2 at least. All right. Even if he declines a little bit in the 3rd season, yeah, even if he's only shooting 22, 23 goals, is bearable. And then the 4th season, maybe he goes down to 19, 18. That's fine. I've got what I wanted from that 2.5 years.
All we got to do is give him a 2-year extension. A 2-year extension, 300 bags a week. That's 30 million pounds.
A 2-year extension.
A 2-year extension. He's got a year left. That's 3 years. That takes him till he's 35. What more do we need?
No way.
Look, Tim, let me ask you why.
He's not taking a 2-year extension.
He knows that this.
Bro, he's the club captain and he knows that he can get 4 years out of them. He's going to stretch it. Easily.
How many 32-year-olds do you know that signed 4-year deals? Can you give me some examples?
What did Ozil do when he signed a new contract?
Ozil was 28.
He wasn't 32.
Ozil signed...
Was 28. So let's start there.
How long was his
extension? Ozil was 28.
Let's start there.
It doesn't matter because he wasn't 32, was he? You're chatting shit. He was 28. He signed a 6-year deal.
34 years old. 6-year deal. So he's running to these 34 years old. And now you can't shot him and you're giving him 300k a week.
He signed a 6-year deal.
He was
6-year deal.
But he was 28 when he signed it. It's different. It's very different.
I'd be surprised if he got more than 4. I'd be surprised if he got more than.
But that's what I'm saying. So he'll get about 4. He's not gonna extend for 2 years.
Brother, stop it.
Why would he extend for 2 years?
Let's move on.
Ozil is a free agent in 2021. What's this brother talking about 6 years for?
Scary.
Come on.
Who said 6 years?
Who said it? Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth.
Give the facts then.
Let's tell the truth. All right, let's talk about the game. Let's tell
the truth.
And what exactly? So, all right, you said you saw the comments, but I'm surely your change in circumstances got to do with the performance that you saw yesterday as well.
I didn't watch yesterday's game. I didn't see it.
Fuck Anton, man.
Fam, this is what's annoying about you, yeah? You're a nasty guy. Because before the result, yeah, this is what I don't like about you. And I'll post the group chat conversation. When the conversation was had about what he said in the interview, I said, you know what? I'm all over that. I'm with it. I even posted on my Twitter. I've got time for this. So why you're lying and acting like this is dependent on the result? I don't know.
I didn't lie. I asked you a question.
No. Don't try it. You know what you tried to do. You're questioning.
But fuck
You know-
it. I respect it.
I respect
I
it,
didn't
man.
even. How was I supposed to say you didn't watch the game?
He's so nasty, but I
Brother,
respect it.
brother. This is what you did. You said your change was surely it was based on the game. But we
No, I
already had
didn't.
the
No, I didn't. I said. No, I didn't. I mentioned that you the comments.
And then
Lewis,
you
don't
said,
let this
and what
guy
did you say
pick on
after
you,
that,
man.
Lewis?
I said surely some of it has to do with the game as well.
But I'd already said the same
Hey.
thing before the game, though, and you was part of the conversation. So how can you then come and say
Yeah,
that?
but now you're calling Arteta a genius, bruv.
That's
Obviously,
obviously.
yeah.
I don't really think that he's better than Pep and Klopp.
Fucking
You're trying it,
fucker.
and this is what you keep doing. This is why I had to. This is why I had to rough you up the other
position
day.
now. You didn't rough me up.
I roughed you up.
You didn't. You didn't rough me up. You didn't rough me up. I know you got a beard and a gold tooth, but you didn't rough me up, bro.
I got 2 gold teeth. 2.
Oh, 2. There you go. Anyway,
I roughed you up.
back to my comment. Yeah, fine, cool. It's nothing to do with the performance then. It's strictly because of his comments. But so you haven't even watched the highlights of the game?
I've seen the goals, right? So this is what I said to you the other day, yeah. And this was my thing with Arteta. After the Liverpool game, I was not happy with what I saw. Yeah, I was not. I do not like that style of football at all. Yeah, my whole thing is we saw what Arteta did at the start, but we don't, and we saw this. I was happy with what I was seeing at the start, and then it changed. However, I don't have any evidence of Arteta being anything other than these 2 things that I've seen. So I can't, until he comes out and says, this is what I'm about, but this is what I'm doing, I can't categorically say, this is what I believe my man's about. Yeah? I don't have to pretend that I see something that I don't see. So my thing was, I haven't seen anything to be optimistic. At this point, I don't know if this is what he's about. Arteta came out and said, this is not how I want to play, but this is what I have to do at the minute to get over the line. I saw that comment. I came in the group and I had the conversation. Me and Leo had the argument. I came on Twitter. I said, I've got time for this. If this is what he's about, and he knows this is where I'm short, so I'm going to do what I have to do with what I've got to do, but this is ideally what my end goal is, then I have no problem with that at all, and I'll support that fully. However, if I don't have that information, why would I pretend that I'm confident that something's going to change without having the information? I don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people seem to think that being a good fan is just blindly following and agreeing with whatever you see. I don't have to. If I don't like something, I don't have to like it. If I don't know something, I don't have to pretend that I know it. When people say, oh, this is going to be this next season, based on what? You're hoping. I don't do that. What am I hoping for? It either is or it isn't. Fair?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I was just wondering if you saw anything from yesterday's game that has
everything that I've read, because for some reason BT won't let me log into my account. I need to pull that up.
Pay this bill.
It's my phone. It's like £5. They take it out of my phone contract. I don't know what to do. Don't try to make people think
I'm seeing the amount of gold on your wrist and your teeth. I know the bills are not a problem.
Exactly.
And you go on holiday like 7 times a year, so.
In it, tell them. No, joking.
But maybe that's the reason you haven't paid the bill. Do you know what I mean?
That's paid my bill. I got priorities. But yeah, everything that I've seen has looked positive. A lot of people that are normally very anti-Arsenal have been very pro that performance yesterday. So I've got if he's gonna do the right things, then yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I like that. I took a lot of encouragement again from yesterday's result because I feel like we're a lot harder to beat than we used to be, and I feel like previous games against Man City, we've just been a complete rollover. Like we're like the perfect side to play against Man City, and I like how difficult we are to beat, and I see really encouraging signs going forward. So hopefully he can get the back in. I'm not too certain he's going to get the back in, so I can't say with my chest what I think is going to happen. If the board comes and tells him, I'll say it now. If the board gives him 100 million to spend, I'm going to say I think he's going to have us compete in top 4 next season, easy peasy. Yeah, whether it will be in the mixer, 100%.
Well, do you think Edu can identify the right type of players you need, though? Are you confident?
It's
not. Lewis, how many players do you need?
Well, we 100% need 2 centre midfielders.
Yeah.
We need another wide man, and we need at least 1 centre back.
And that's to get you challenging for top 4.
Yeah, I think if we get those 4 positions, yeah.
You think
because,
100 mils
because
for those 4 positions?
No, because we're going to sell players as well, right? So we're going to sell players.
So who's
as well.
going? Who's going?
I don't know who's going.
Why don't you think 100 mils enough?
I do.
Because of the market. Because of the market.
We're just talking about replacing Aubameyang for 25 mil, though.
I'm saying.
No one was talking about that. What are you on, bro?
Brother, what did you say?
Okay.
What did you say?
Let me give you rationale.
You spoke about good recruitment.
2 years with 25 mil. What are you talking about?
Right, I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about. So when we said about how much Aubameyang's contract would be worth,
yeah, you said
made
3
a comment.
years.
Yeah.
20 to 25 mil.
Yeah, let me speak.
I didn't say
You've
that.
already spoken. Then you made a comment about good recruitment, right? Did you or did you not?
I can't remember, but go on.
Yeah, you
I
did.
can remember. You made a comment about good recruitment. So why now do you think good recruitment's out of the question? Why can't we do good recruitment?
Why doesn't mean good recruitment? Don't mean you have to sign a player for 25 mil. You can sign a player for 50 mil and it's good recruitment. What are you talking about?
So then why was you making the comments about
what
Aubameyang?
Are you talking about? Bro, you said that Aubameyang could get 3 extra years and that will cost the 25 mil you're going to spend on a striker.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you said. And I told you that his contract, the 3-year extension, is going to be more than 25 mil. That's what I said.
Right.
What are you talking
So
about?
this is exactly what happened. What was said?
You just said initially.
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
The maths wasn't on the table. What was said initially was the fact that the amount of money that we're going to spend in regards to replacing Aubameyang is going to be more than what we're going to give him in his contract anyway. So if you give him a 2 or 4 years,
so if you're giving him a 3-year deal, it's like
brother, you keep speaking.
Let
him finish.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Brother,
he said it's going to be over 25 million. It's going to be around 25 million, yeah. And you said it will be more than 25 million. And he's like, I'm saying it don't matter. It will cost more. You having to buy a good player of an Aubameyang's quality, then pay the same wages, about 300k. We're going to pay more money. We're going to spend more money. So why not give it to Aubameyang?
And then you reference good recruitment, which obviously implies that good recruitment is finding quality players at lower values. Agreed?
Right. Okay.
Right. So now, 10 minutes later, why do you now believe that that's impossible to do?
Bro, a man said you need 5 players. You think you can get 5 players for 100 mil?
He said 4
players. You still think you can get 4 good quality players that are going to get you into the
To be honest, I could probably.
Let me give you examples, yeah? So even Tierney, how much did Tierney cost? 25 million pounds, yeah? He's a very good player. That's one, yeah? You don't need to spend about 50 million pounds to buy Benrahma. He'll probably cost you about 30, 35, yeah? Then you get other 2 players.
That's 60.
You can get Ceballos for 20 million as well. You don't need. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't.
I think 100. Personally, I think for the targets we need, 100 million is a stretch. And
also, like you alluded to, you sell players as well, like Lacazette, like Bellerin. Those players are, and Guendouzi. Those are players that are subject to requirement.
Right. So then you're gonna still need to strengthen more then.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily.
Well, for those positions, yeah. If we, for example, if we were to sell Guendouzi, then we need 3 centre midfielders because we already need 2 now. Yeah, because
the main argument is there's value in the transfer market, and if you do it well, which Arsenal have Edu, who's supposed to be the director of football to find the value in the market.
Not much evidence of what Edu does. To be honest.
That was my question.
Everyone's just saying that he's going to do this mad thing, and he ain't even proved that he could do a mad thing.
It's not. I don't know what Edu's role is. To be honest, it's been more Raul. It's been more Raul.
I respect that shot, bro. Man.
It's been more Raul, and that's why we're linked to guys like Coutinho and.
He's just getting all his Brazilian dons, bro. He don't fucking care.
He's feeding families, fam.
You're on mute, and you're on mute.
You take Coutinho in a heartbeat, though.
Me, yeah, I would.
I think everyone takes Coutinho.
How much are you getting Coutinho for?
They're talking about a swap for Guendouzi. I don't know how that works, mind you, but
that's never ever gonna happen. But how much are you getting Coutinho for?
I don't know.
But Barca have to take a massive hit though. They have to take a massive hit.
But they're not gonna sell him for 25 mil.
No, not 25.
What if we can get him on loan for a year? We could get him on loan.
Yeah.
But and also there was reports saying that Barcelona have submitted a bid for Guendouzi.
Right.
So
And you
I don't know how much that's going to be.
And Barcelona, they're all for the swap thing, innit? They're all for, the dodgy swaps.
So they could boost up their FFP with what they did the other day, the crooks.
Yeah, for Arta. Yeah, they're all for it. So anything's possible with them lot. Anything's possible.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm quite optimistic going forward. I think he just needs to be backed. He needs to be backed, and I'm not certain that he's going to be back. So I don't want to go all in.
I feel like you've got the nucleus to be decent again, though. I do feel like it's there. I think it's there. I don't know. That's the thing with me. It still remains to be seen whether Arteta's actually properly good, but it remains to be seen, in my opinion.
We need a black centre back.
We got Saliba. Does that count?
No, yeah, we need another black one.
All right, another one. Okay, but we've seen we've seen how that works with Chelsea. Is that?
Bro, it's not good. It's not looking good.
Liverpool. Have you seen Liverpool?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
true.
So yeah, we need if we can get. I don't believe we can get Partey, but let's say we. I don't know who the centre backs are. I say we used to get obviously Upamecano silly money, but there's the other guy that's supposed to be levels. I can't remember his name.
Who's he play for?
Dortmund.
People say he's better than Upamecano and he's cost like a fraction of the price. Then there's that Samar guy, there's Sangara, they're quite cheap, Partey.
Anton has turned full fucking
look,
Samar, Sangara,
Makana. When I first started supporting Arsenal, we had Paul Davis, David Rocastle, Michael Thomas, Kevin Campbell.
Good British names.
We won the league. Then after that,
you had Anders Limpar as well.
And Nelka, then Limpar's not black. Vieira,
I thought you talking about foreign names.
Cole, Lauren, black men built Arsenal. The second we made our team full of white men, we got shit. Make Arsenal black again. That's the trick.
Yeah. I think that's the title of the pod.
I think that's the title of the pod.
There we go.
All right. Ellis, do we have to talk about Liverpool? Because I've
might as well, man. Lifting the chat, might as well,
we beat you in midweek.
What are we talking about?
By who?
By Arsenal.
By Arteta.
By Arteta's army.
What was going on with Van Dijk? Are you a bit worried that your players are in like constant holiday mode?
Yeah, they are, man. They won the league from. They're chilling from. They just want to go to Ibiza.
You know when you go on holiday on Football Manager, yeah, and you accidentally click the wrong date and you go on holiday too far and you're already like 10 games into the season. I wonder if that's going to happen to Liverpool next season.
I think so. No. I think by next season they'll sharpen up. Winning the league so early didn't really help anything, and not being in the FA Cup, so now they don't really have much to play for. It's kind of annoying, but we hope that by the start of next season they'll be sharper, man, switched on.
I saw a debate today on the timeline. I can't remember who it was between, but I think it might have been Jude. Forgot his name, but he was saying that you guys don't really need to strengthen that much. You guys have got a good nucleus, and you should kind of just keep with what you've got and carry on. Yeah,
here's the thing. So a lot of people were saying that because Genie hasn't signed a new contract yet. So like people are saying that he can leave if he wants to leave because he's replaceable. So a lot of other Liverpool fans say, well, you got to respect these men that helped us win the league, helped us win the Champions League, yada, which is fair. But if you don't change up, everyone becomes stagnant. And this Liverpool team is now, I feel that run their course because they've done 3 years at that elite level. So you need to now replace them and refreshen the squad. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think we're at a point where, because of where Liverpool is, and to replace certain players, you're going to have to pay like premium money. And I don't think Liverpool are going to pay premium money. So again, like Arsenal is about.
Do you think you need to pay premium money? I think your team's so good that you can afford to. Liverpool are so good that they can afford those projects that develop as they go on. Like Liverpool can afford a Minamino that will gradually get to his level.
Yeah.
Because you're so good. That's why even like I was having a debate in my other group with like Glam, and there's a couple other Liverpool fans in there. We was talking about the strength of Liverpool's squad. Now, most of us agree that Liverpool's squad isn't good. Their first 11 is fantastic.
Yep.
The squad is decent, but because the first 11 is so good, when the squad players that aren't of the level come in, it doesn't hinder them. Yeah, because it does drop it down, but the others are so good that they carry them, so it doesn't really hinder. So I don't think your team's run its course. I don't think that team's run its cycle yet. I think this Liverpool team have another year at this level, and I think maybe the season after is when the changes need to happen. But if you can get players like Thiago,
is what I'm saying. But the thing is,
instead of Ronaldo, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you do it? And the thing is, like, people like Origi,
for 25 million as well, fucking taking the piss.
Snap their hands off, mate.
Take it quick, but like players like Origi, Shaqiri, Lovren, when they do play, they do bring the level down. So you want to try and get better players to fill their void. And also, obviously, everyone's favorite player, Firmino. He seems
you know my feelings on him. He's not levels. He's nicking it. He's nicking it.
So we need to like get someone.
I don't agree with you, boy.
No. The thing is, obviously,
he does, but he can't do it publicly.
He can't do it.
In the group chat. I'll say my thing in the group chat. But someone like him, I feel that he's looking. Maybe he's got too many minutes. He's maybe got too many minutes, and you need someone.
Brother, it's just not the standard.
The only thing that he's got too much of is shots without goals. That's the only thing he's got too much of.
I might agree with Ellis here, because I feel like there's a degree of certainty that he's going to play whenever he's fit. And if there's no competitiveness, then you're going to be resting on your laurels. And you've always lived off the two man beside you hitting. You get what I'm trying to say? So he's going to be feeling comfy anyway, because he doesn't really feel like his goals don't really matter like that.
Yeah, Firmino is a good footballer who's fortunate enough to be in a team with two elite, world-class forwards who his deficiencies can be carried by them, and what he's good at, they can make look even better. Mm-hmm. I think that if you put Salah in any team in world football,
he bangs.
He does the same or better. I think Mane, you put him in any team in world football, he does the same or better. I don't think you get anywhere near what you've had from Firmino without Mane and Salah.
Yeah, fair. It's a fair point. I mean, 8 goals for a title-winning team is not enough. I think we need more goals, because you get games like Arsenal where the front three.
But I told you not this 4 years ago when he's only scoring in comfy wins.
You didn't tell us 4 years ago. I'm just so shameless, bro. Oh,
man definitely added 2 years on.
You made me sick, man.
2017, I told you. 3 years ago. I told you, long time.
You can see where his deficiencies are. So that's something that the club. So basically, they need a left back, centre mid, and another forward. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Quickly though, do you think that you've given him 2 years basically to kind of show you whether he, because Ant did say this about 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. But have you given yourself adequate time now to really judge and assess and think, you know what, Ant was right? Are you in that place now where you think,
I'm a proud man. I'm shameless. I'm not saying I'm not saying Sorry, I would not give Ant. I'm not giving Ant the delight of him telling me,
because Ellis, he wouldn't give you the same courtesy.
You know what I'm saying?
Give you the same courtesy. So
this is enough.
I'll probably say it nicely. You say that.
Listen,
this is enough. I've got what I needed.
He's not getting. Look at him smiling. I'm not giving him that
happy, fam.
No way.
I've got no way.
It's not as bad as Meads getting one on you, but Anton is pretty high.
It's not. But I'm not having it.
All right. Let's move on to some listeners' questions then before we wrap things up then. So I've got some questions from the Discord, actually quite a lot actually. E-Man says, with Anton joining Arteta Vine, what does he think our chances are against Chelsea?
I think it's 50-50 to be fair. It's a final, isn't it? It can go any way. I don't think Chelsea they're a better side than us, but I don't think they're that much better than us for it to be a factor in a cup final.
I agree.
So I think it can go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if we won, and I equally wouldn't be surprised if we lost.
Meads, how do you feel?
Same way, really. Honestly, I feel like it's a pretty even game. I don't feel like our attack is one that could strike fear into you. Whereas I
feel
feel
like
if
Giroud
United
is the
got
type of player who's gonna score against us, man.
over the final, and he does like scoring in the final as well. So, and he scored against you in the final last year.
He
So,
just
like,
never scored
I
in
get
important
it.
games for us.
Yeah, but that's what
He
I'm
scored
saying.
in the
So
cup
in
final for us, didn't he?
yes,
Against Villa, was it against Villa? Was it? Yeah, it might have been the fourth goal.
Yeah,
scored
I
against
think
us
it
as
was.
well, or got the assist against us. But yeah, like I feel like
Yeah,
United's
he did.
attack. If you played United in the final, I feel like they'd give you. I guess their attack would strike a bit more fear into you, whereas ours is a little bit, not really there. So
Yeah, I
it's
hope
a
you played
50-50
Tammy
game.
up front.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. But it's a 50-50 game. Honestly, it's a 50-50 game.
All right. Okay. Cool. Dammy M asks, with Bielsa coming to the Prem next year, is it better to be a winning coach or someone that is influential on the game as a whole? Elijah, do you want to answer that?
A winning coach? Why? That's a really dumb question, man.
Right. Be nice to our listeners, please.
Come on, like you
Actually, don't.
play,
He's a Chelsea fan. Don't. You don't.
you
deserve it.
play in a competition to win, so I don't understand. Like you have to win. That should be the basis of everything. The way you win, that's just up to you. But the end goal always has to be to win. So I don't think.
So basically, Dammy is like throwing shots at Bielsa. Said he's not a winning coach. He's like a coach that has influence on coaches that do win football games.
Look, yeah, he has the streets, and that's cool. So, but
he's got football Twitter.
Yeah. So, like, basically, at the end of the day, he has people like Pep, who will say he's the most amazing and that's fine. But like, Pep is going to be much better because he actually won with his staff. So, yeah, a winning coach.
Owen, I'll send this one to you. Shane D6 asks, who will be the first pundit to admit that Bruno Fernandes hasn't had a good game over the top? Hasn't had a good game. The over the top praise is ridiculous. People's grammar is really, really bad on Discord. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's really terrible.
What was the last bit of that question?
So basically, who's going to be the first pundit to admit that Bruno Fernandes hasn't had a good game?
Ian Wright.
No, I don't know. I feel like Ian Wright is just vibes, man. You don't want to say anything.
Does he count?
Merson. Yeah, Merson's a good shout.
Merson is the win shouts.
Yeah.
Or was it Yaya Toure who was in his shots up before the team?
Oh, yeah. No, he was on Yaya.
Yeah, I'm getting feedback as well. Are you? I think it's finished now. I think it's stopped now.
Yeah.
I'll cut that bit out. All right. I got one from Ivan Arlo. Who are your top three for Ballon d'Or this season? This is going to be a tough one because I don't feel like there's been that many outstanding players, has there? Like for a top three,
it'll probably be dependent on who wins the Champions League, no?
Yeah,
I guess so. But then even in the Champions League, like who has really like fucked it up this year?
I'm going Lewandowski at the moment. I
think that's fair. Yeah. I think that's fair.
He's hit every competition.
It should be him based on what we know, but I don't believe that it's based on football so much, that competition. I think they say pick out of Messi and Ronaldo, really and truthfully, regardless of what's going on.
But do you think it can't be this season, can it?
It can't be.
I think if Liverpool was still in the Champions League, I think Mane would have a shout as well.
Yeah.
Do you think they'd pick Mane before Salah?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think they would.
But I guess that's.
Well, they did last year, didn't they? Didn't Mane come fourth and Salah come fifth?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
No, in this country, they'll probably try to say that it should be Henderson.
Yeah,
he's definitely getting nominated.
He's going to win PFA Player of the Year.
I think when he wins it, I would have been everyone's group chat.
Bruno Fernandes will probably be up there as well.
If we win Europa, don't sleep on Bruno, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Don't win Europa.
No, I can actually see Bruno being nominated. I can actually see it.
And bro, I'm not speaking on Bruno, bro.
What about your boy Martial, Elijah? Any chance that clause being activated?
Hey, that's for next year still. We're
still 9 a.m. though.
Still 9 a.m. He got the pen today. I'm eating good.
19th for the season, yeah? Was this one? Another pen? Was it? It was an actual pen? Was it?
Yeah, no, this was a pen.
Oh, okay.
This was a pen.
That's good to know. That's good to know. All right, cool. Welsh Perry asked, with the emergence of managers like Lampard, Arteta, and Ollie, which current players do you think could make the transition to management?
One of those is not like the other two, by the way, but
Ollie's been manager for 8 years, maybe.
Why do people keep doing this with Ollie?
Because he's crap. So he came to United from Malta and Cardiff, so he's young, but
the Lingard effect, isn't it?
It's basically the same thing, but I think it's a weird trend, to be honest. I think Chelsea doing it was it's understandable why Chelsea done it because of the whole ban, and I think it's understandable that Arsenal done it because they just had to pick something. I think United doing it was very strange.
Doesn't make any sense.
It was very strange, but I don't see this being a long-term thing. I think this was just 3 situations where it was kind of born out of desperation. So they turned to like former legends that were coaching right now.
Let me make it an easier question. If I go through all of you guys' clubs and you tell me the guy that you think is most likely, like if you were to put money on a player from your team right now becoming a coach in the future, a top class coach, who would it be? I'll start with Owen at Spurs.
Harry Winks.
Why? Why?
Seems like an intelligent midfielder.
What? Because he passed the ball side to side.
Aggressively, yeah.
All right, cool. Harry Winks, Elijah and Tim. What about for United?
Our players are dumb, man. I don't know. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you for the life of me. Maybe Lindelof in China or something like that.
Nah. Tim, what do you think?
Bro, I didn't hear the question, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, don't worry.
Was it someone who could be a coach?
Yeah, from your team. You look stressed out, bro.
United are
I'm stressed, bro. Bro, a lot of stuff is just compiling in my brain at the moment. But I don't know, a coach. Probably someone like Mata.
I forgot he played for you lot still.
Yeah, I'd probably say someone like Mata. Yeah, that's it, bro. We ain't got no, bro. We've got no leaders in the team, though. We've got none. Pogba could be a coach, but he won't do that when he finishes football.
Nah, that guy's not doing coach.
Just no reason.
Nah, no way.
He's just gonna be an Afro trap artist or something.
Nah, but he's seriously motivational though. Like, he's seriously motivational. They'll think about someone like Maguire and that, bro. That guy's team will be in conference in however many years if they ever gave him a flipping coaching role anywhere.
Like Steve Bruce.
Yeah, bro, shit. He's just shit.
Meads, what about you?
Mount?
Lampard's son, yeah?
Yeah.
Probably Giroud, because again, I think he's a bit of a leader and he's able to lead a bit of people. I think maybe Giroud or
you lot are naming just white players. Why is this? What's this racial bias going on?
No racial bias at all. Like, yeah, that's because I'm thinking about leaders really in our team.
Yeah, that's it really. Aspie surely could do it.
Aspie, I think maybe, but I don't think he's a leader. I think he's a fraud a bit. Like in terms of in that kind of role, I don't think he's cut from that cloth. I feel like he's very
rolls his sleeves up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
He rolls his sleeves up.
Yeah, I think he's very studious. He's very very
puts in the graft, bro. Like
model pro, yeah, but I don't think he's like a proper leader. Like, I don't think he's got those minerals really. That's it really for Chelsea, and that's scary. That's quite worrying still.
Ellis.
It's actually mad scary when you think about it, bro. Look at our teams 10 years ago. We could just pluck guys out. Literally.
It's true.
I think there's a few, obviously, your Milners, Hendersons, them I love shouting and that.
Van Dijk.
Yeah, Van Dijk, therefore. I like to Genie Ronaldo, man. He's very tactically astute.
He'll be dressed like fucking Pep, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Well, him, he loves the vibes, innit? He's there for the vibes, but like someone like him, he's a quiet leader. But,
I think probably out of your team, I think it would probably be Van Dijk. Me personally, what I think anyway. Van Dijk, Matip as well.
Yeah, he was literally just in my head, Matip. Literally just in my head.
And I think Milner will probably be a coach, not a manager though. Yeah, I don't think he'll be a manager.
And Trent will just be going after all the players' pregnant wives.
Christ,
nah, boy.
I think with Arsenal, it might surprise you, but I think someone like David Luiz, just after, like he's so shit, but he's a leader of shit. Do you know what I mean?
He's David Luiz, yeah. When it's time to roll your sleeves up, yeah,
bro. He will give you that last dance, bro.
He was very good yesterday. He was very, very good yesterday. I have to admit, he was very, very good.
You need to bear in mind, the reason why I give him fucking allowances, like a lot of allowances, because I've seen him at the peak of his powers. I've seen him win the Champions League with one leg and that. And I mean, like, proper take leadership and ownership of those situations. Because I think we had Gary Cahill in the fence with in the final. But David Luiz is a fucking monster, an absolute monster. So you will see the value of that over time. Trust me.
I hope not for too much longer. Not too much time. Not too much time. Don't wish that upon me. I don't know. I don't feel like Aubameyang's a good leader on the pitch, but I'm not too sure if
Guendouzi, get that bum out of him.
Guendouzi is just be having scraps with all the players. Xhaka maybe. Xhaka, Tierney.
Tierney for sure.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Bellerin will go on to do something in football, but
he's not doing shit in football, man. He's doing
Milan
he might design the kits or something like that.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah,
that guy's going to be at Paris Fashion Week, bro. This guy's not doing nothing to do with football, bro. Bellerin, you know.
Okay. Okay, Sasha asked, what happens with Leonard and Martinez next season? By the way, Martinez is a fucking bad man, by the way. Yeah, you would all have him, wouldn't you? You'd all have him, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. All of you, except Ellis.
I don't know. But
I think Leonard goes
back. Elijah, what are you going to say, bro? Don't tell me you would have.
I don't get it. I don't get about whether it's going to be Leonard or Martinez. Martinez has come in and done really well, but Leonard was doing really well before that. So why is that thing where
he was? But I think it's a merit thing, right? So what does it say if next season Martinez finishes the season unscathed, he puts in a stellar performance in the FA Cup final, win the FA Cup final? Why should he be dropped?
Because
Leonard was doing fine.
Yeah,
like the only reason Martinez came into the team was because Leonard got injured. He was never going to get.
But let me ask you a question: if you had a striker, who only come in the side because Rashford because Martial got injured, right? Yep. So say Martial got injured this season, and then Igalo came in and he smacked like 15 goals in 6 months. Yeah, say it happened. Okay, you're telling me next season you'd go back to starting Martial? You wouldn't start Rashford. It wouldn't start Igalo.
I would not start Igalo. No way. I would go back because the thing is, this happened with Rashford as well. But the difference was that we didn't really have a good striker. But I just don't get it because Leno's actually really good. So I don't understand the problem with it. Like, if you have two good goalkeepers and they're both performing fine, you just let them compete. But at the end, it's not like Leno was making bad mistakes and then he got dropped.
No. Yeah. He wouldn't, but I just think it's a merit thing. If you keep your place in the side, then if you do well, you should keep your place in the side. That's what I think personally.
No, I hear that, but
I don't know what it says. What does it say to you? Oh, you can perform, but
yeah, but the thing is, like, but Leno deserved to keep his spot. It's not his fault he got injured. Do you know what I mean? Because he was playing really well as well. So it's like a catch-22, and then at the end of it, you're just gonna have to go back to your number one because he was playing just as well. He deserves the chance to go back in goal. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get it. It's just not what I do.
It's a good thing to have, isn't it?
Bro, you're a passion merchant, man.
It's a good headache to have, bro. Martinez is
Passion
cold.
merchant.
Nah, he's
Been
really
very
good.
good.
Really good.
Been very, very good. So
Okay. ML Doms from the relegated teams. Which players would you take for your team? Who's been relegated now?
bro, it's just Norwich at the moment, but it's looking like Bournemouth going to be gone, and then it's out of Watford and
Villa.
Villa.
I guess
Bro,
obviously
there are a
there's
lot of
obvious
good
ones like
players.
Grealish, right? Obviously.
Grealish, Douglas Luiz,
Cantwell,
um,
Jamal Lewis.
Would you take
Buendia.
Cantwell, Ellis? You would take Cantwell at Liverpool?
Yeah, I'll take him there.
Max Aarons.
I'm not sure I'll take Cantwell at
Watford have
Arsenal,
got
you know.
Ismail Assar.
Why?
I'm not taking Cantwell. I'm not at United.
Why? What's wrong with
No, not at United. I think he's
No athleticism.
I think he needs to prove. I think he needs to prove himself at mid-table before, because I think he has a thing where he can be a bit sometimish and like he's very weak and he slows down play a lot.
Okay.
And I feel like his final ball still needs a bit of improvement. Whereas with someone like Buendia, there's the quality and there's the intensity there with him. I think at Bournemouth.
God, Bournemouth have got a load of players, bro.
Okay.
Many of them are going.
I'm not a big fan.
Have they got a load of players? Who?
Bro, they've got
Brooks.
Ake, who could go to a Premier League club. Brooks can go to a Premier League club. Lewis Cook can go to a Premier League club.
Yeah.
Billing, I like as well.
Billing can go to a Premier League club. Lerma will go abroad to a top level club or to a
Arsenal should buy Lerma.
club. Flipping what's his name? Callum Wilson's gonna go to a good club. They've already got rid of my man.
Yeah,
King's gonna go United.
Who did they
Absolutely
get? Who did
50 million.
Oh, Ryan Fraser.
Nah,
Yeah,
that guy
Ryan
going
Fraser.
Championship.
He's
Yeah, I
gonna
think
go to
Arsenal want
another
him.
Prem club.
No,
Bournemouth have got
Spurs
some
want him.
players.
Spurs
Eddie
want Ryan
Howe's let me
Fraser.
down, man.
Apparently,
he's just not good. I
linked
can't lie.
closer to Arsenal. I thought.
Nah, that ship
But
sailed, mate.
I'd have Aarons and Buendia. You're talking like one from each club as well, or
Just whoever.
Aarons and Buendia.
My concern with
Aaron's
Aarons is he's like 5'1" and weighs 35 kg.
He doesn't look that good, to be honest. Like anytime I watch Norwich, it's always Jamal Lewis who looks better to me.
Yeah, he is.
Even
I
him,
feel
like,
the
I
other
think
way.
he sleeps a lot, man.
Yeah, I feel the other way. I don't really like that Jamal Lewis guy.
He sleeps a lot, man.
I mean, but he is young though. He's like 20,
Yeah,
21.
so he's got.
But I think technically he's better than that.
But you don't give the same courtesy to Guendouzi though, do you?
Huh? Yeah, he stinks, man. He stinks.
But yeah,
I hate him, man.
All right, we'll do two more before we wrap things up. Chris.Dede, he asked, can you rank the top 3 Prem centre-backs in the league? So, well, obviously we already know who's number 1. Who would be 2 and 3? Laporte
and
Gomez.
Hey, man, it's just a toss-up.
It might be Gomez.
You say Joe Gomez?
Yeah,
Who's better than him?
Fam, what?
No, I wasn't saying it.
It's definitely no one from your team. It's definitely no one from my team.
Bro, imagine thinking I'm gonna say a United defender, bro.
Yeah, all right, good. I just wanted to get it straight, innit?
Like, there's generally, it's just a toss-up. There's Gomez, Matip.
Anyone from Spurs, Owen? I can see you. I see you ready to jump
I was
in.
racking my brain, man. Not this year, man. Not this year.
Yeah. And definitely no one from Chelsea. Even Mead's gonna be shameless to say Christensen or
Christensen. That guy is he might be the worst centre back in the top 6, man. He makes me sick.
Are we allowed to say Bailly or not?
Nah, because he can't play football.
Bailly was good.
He can't play football right now. But
the problem is he's just always on the injury table, isn't it?
Yeah, but just based
on
if
we're talking quality,
yeah, definitely.
He has to be up there, right?
But he has 12 erratic moments a season.
Nah, it's not that much.
It's not that much because he doesn't play, but it's on average. If he were to play, it would be.
No, because even in his first season when he was playing, he wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad.
But we're asking for top 3, Elijah.
No. But I'm saying in terms of like those moments he has where he does something very erratic, I don't think he's as bad as people make out.
Yeah.
I think that it's just that because now he's not playing as regularly, he will have those moments because he needs to get into a groove. But to be fair, this season, whenever he has come in, he's shown up our other two centre backs. Even today, he was our best centre back by far.
What about that Soyuncu guy?
I like him. I think he needs another season just to see more of what he's about. But I think people are really harsh on him just because he was compared to Maguire. So he will make a mistake.
Better than him.
Yeah, he's been better than him. But so the thing is, he will make a mistake, and then people are like, this guy's better than Maguire. Like he's young. This is his first full season. Give him time. Let's see what he does in the next season, and then after that, we'll see.
You know what I think about? You know what I think Leicester is at the moment. They're going through a bit of the. See now Spurs are a more established side. Yeah, you guys are more scrutinised, so your players are getting away with less. Leicester, I still feel are that team where you gotta watch Leicester maybe 4 or 5 times a season, and if Maddison balls out in those games, then he's gonna have a really high reputation. And I think we've seen that this season with Maddison. He's probably he's had a lot of bad games. If you were to watch Leicester regularly, he hasn't been great for the whole season.
Like the thing is with Matt Maddison is that he has a really good final ball, but in terms of like their overall game, he doesn't contribute much.
Missing bare, innit?
Once they're in the final third, they miss his quality a lot because he will find the pass. But I think people did overstate how good he was, and now it kind of like crashed a bit because they were quoting like 80 million, 100 million, and then when you actually watch him play, you're not as impressed as you should be really. But he's still a good player. But that's the thing with Leicester, like with Tielemans and Perez and then Ndidi, Chilwell, they'll get a reputation. You watch them and scrutinise them, and you see that they have a lot of flaws. Yeah, and then it's exactly what happened with Maguire as well. You see him 4 or 5 times a season, you think he might be decent. He comes, you see him week in, week out. He's
funny under the lights.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave it there then, guys. Thanks for joining us, Tim, Elijah, Ellis, and Owen.
Respect.
Meads and Anton are gone walkabout, so I don't know where they are. But yeah, we'll be back next week. All the club pods are back next week. We've got Touchline Hotspurs, we've got Mogga, we've got Copend, we've got Touchy, and we've got Chasiara. So tune into all of those. You can watch it all on YouTube. Subscribe to all the Patreon pages and join the Discord lives as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things to plug. They will be in the bio. So yeah, guys, we'll be back next week. Take it easy.
When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Anton.